Hi, everybody. It's the Aharon, and I'm playing with Wondershare Filmora this morning. And boy, am I full of love, full of passion, full of emotion, full of the goodness of God. And I want to share. I want to share what happened. So I'm struggling. I'm not getting any solar sales, and it's starting to press down on me. I haven't closed any sales. I have quite a few people in the pipeline, but nothing is closed yet. It's been getting down on me. And I feel that the Lord has led me to other places. Now, before we go there, before we start talking, let's dissect a little bit. So I'm talking about my belief system. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about who I am. I am a Christian who goes to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Latter-day Saints. Now, let's take that all step up a bit. Okay, LDS, Christian, love. Okay, I'm a lover first, Christian second, Latter-day Saint third. Okay. That's the way I present myself to you and to the world. So that way, anyone of all seekers of love and light and life, despite their beliefs, may be an opening message for you. Okay, now I firmly believe in Jesus Christ. He's personally saved me. I've had a baptism of fire experience where I literally had my heart be filled with his light and love like that, while in the midst of darkness. And so I will not deny, nor can I deny, that he is real and that the Christian message is true. And I will share that to the ends of the world. If that offends you, I invite you to consider, ponder, why does that offend me? There's two reasons, in my opinion, why that offends someone. If you see another reason, please let me know. I see it in two ways. One, you're a worker of darkness. You truly are evil, and you truly desire to bring about the destruction of our Father in heaven. And two, you are confused. You have darkness around you that's been messing with you, and and you're focusing on, people have done things in the name of Christianity, the evils that have been done in the name of religion, which is a work of darkness. Lucifer does that. Okay, maybe three, your relationship with God is you think God's just judging, terrible person who's just sitting there trying to hurt you. No, he's not. That is what Lucifer wants you to believe. That's what darkness wants you to believe. God is sitting there waiting with open arms outstretched, inviting you to come to him. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. It segues right into where we're going. Invitation, inviting sales, permission business, invitation, the word may. So important, so important. Now, a little context. So I woke up this morning and I was just feeling the darkness in my heart. I was feeling depression coming on. I was like, man, here comes depression. And knowing my biology and the way I've handled things in the past, as depression hits, I can easily sit there for weeks and weeks, even months, in addictive depression states. And so I was calling out for support, listening to some Christian music, worship music. And I'm like, I know the real thing is just I haven't got any sales yet. It's just been hard. It's hard. I haven't closed anything. I'm growing here and I'm learning. And what do you do when you can't make sales? You get out there and start prospecting. It's a numbers game. There are people out there that want your product. You just got to find them. Now, of course, the adversary, and unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff out there that teaches this. Aggressive sales techniques, which are of the adversary, in my opinion. Aggressive sales. Take the shortcut, mimic, manipulate, be pushy, this and that and this and that. Who cares about the customer? Just think about yourself. F them. It's get that money. Make that money. F the world. That is Luciferianism. That is Babylon. That is evil. We've got to repent. We've got to change our ways as a culture. We are destroying ourselves because of our stupidity. I was just thinking about this. God bless Wondershare, but I paid money for Wondershare, Filmora's download, and now they want to upsell me on something else. And I thought to myself, why didn't you just give me the whole package when I paid for it? Because I want all these things. And then it started making me think about the economy we live in and how messed up we are. We think we got to keep on, we focus on the dollar, that the dollar is what saves. As long as we have a dollar, everybody's happy. That is a lie. The dollar, it does not save. I believe Christ saves, but you don't have to believe that to realize that the dollar doesn't save. Relationships with other people save. Kindness, empathy, and respect, what Christ taught, is what saves. Excuse me, my nose is getting a little runny. Early in the morning is what happens. Apologize. I'm an ugly person, but I hope you can feel the message. I hope this brings you value. Okay? So, we've got to step above the freaking dollar. We got to focus on relationships, permission, invitation, kindness, empathy, and respect. How can I help this person? Why do we get the dollar? Because we help someone. It's a transaction of value. I'm so tired. I hear these people, I'm a right-leaning person, so, I tend to be conservative. And conservative we have flaws. I'm not, this is where God has led me to conservatism. Some people, God leads people to other places, to the left. But we've got to understand, the economy is not what saves. We are so stuck on this economy. It's a telestial thing. We got to get one step above. Get to relationships. Relationships. That's the answer to all the problems. Relationships. Learning how to believe in yourself, giving love to others so they can believe in themselves, holding someone that's down, suffer with those that are suffering, humble yourself with those that are humble, those that are hurting, hug them, get out there and give some love. And oh my gosh, the world changes. And all of a sudden the miracles happen. People will just you'll get thousands of dollars coming to you, you don't even know why. This whole idea we gotta go get a job, we gotta pay all this money, we gotta go, do all these things. I'm not saying you don't have to do that, but yeah, of course you gotta bring in income. But there's infinite ways to bring in money. And it starts with the love of yourself, love of your family, love of your immediate surroundings. Think of a family. Think of a freaking family, guys. Let's break it down. Cut out that stupid dollar. Look at the children. Look at the children. How do children act? Oh, God bless children. They're such a fine example of heaven. My little boy the other day, he knows I'm having a hard time with money. He wants to spend time with me. He's like, hey, Dad, can we hang out? And I'm like, no, son, I gotta. I do hang out, but Dad's got to make some money. He's got to figure this thing out because he has bills to pay. Bless his heart. He offers to pay me some money to clean his room. So I do it. And he pays me $12. He wants to give me extra money. He's like, I got all this money, Dad. I don't need it. You have it. Bless his heart. A 6-year-old boy. Then he's thinking of ways to make money. He's like, I can drop pictures of people, and maybe I can sell pictures. Can I take a picture? Can I draw a picture of you? Maybe you pay me some money. That's beautiful. And that's the attitude we have to realize. If we need money, you can go make it. Obviously, first step, you gotta have your finances in order. You have to understand you gotta make more than you spend and be in the spot. So cut the expenses down. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need a fancy house. You don't need, That's why I'm so passionate about downsizing. I'm so passionate about tiny home living because it's just beautiful. You can live in a simple little space, especially when you're getting started and you can't afford. Quit getting these debt things. Screw the banks. I say screw the banks. Why do we gotta freaking pay all this money? I'm not saying screw the banks. That's just a broad statement. But I'm saying why do we gotta buy these houses? Why do we do this? We can't really afford it. All that money is dumped into a house. Now, I'm not saying if you want a house that's evil. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying live within your means. You can work a part-time job. There's ways to work a part-time job and still make it. Especially if you get into tech and stuff. You can get these high-paying jobs. Why do we gotta work 40 hours a week? Back in the 60s or 70s, when automation started kicking in, they predicted that we'd be working 20 hours a week. Now, some of these European countries have figured it out. People in America like to say socialism is so bad. Here I am, a conservative, and I'm actually being empathetic towards the idea of socialism. Us Americans, we gotta learn, man. We gotta learn. I've seen so many. I've been a businessman for most of my life, and I had a somewhat successful business. I did 1.5 million. It was a successful business. It was extremely profitable. I got my three bad business deals, and then ended up, the business was carrying like so much debt, and it still was, eventually ran out of cash, but it lasted for years and months and months and months before it finally collapsed. But the main reason why I collapsed is because I was in a rescue room. I was expecting these guys to save me, and guess what? These guys, not only were they not going to save me, they were sharks. Oh, well, that's just the American business. Let's look at Shark Tank. It's called Shark Tank for a reason, Aaron. Oh, really? That's how it has to be? Really? Well, that's just it. That's the American dream. I say bull crap. The American dream is to be a shark and to get yours and to make your millions while all the peasants make their pennies. I say bull crap to that. I read a book called The American Soul, I think it was called. I can't remember what it was, but anyways, basically it talked about the two democracies the founding fathers of this nation had. They had first was to create a government that allows for freedom, and I think they did a heck of a good job with the Constitution. They had this checks and balances system they built through providence, through the grace of God. This thing came about, and then they longed for the second democracy, the inner democracy they called it, where we naturally allow freedom for others. And we have failed. Our ancestors have failed. We've chosen the easy route. We've chosen money. We've chosen expansion, and we're facing this stuff. We chose slavery. We chose oppression. We chose genocide. All these things that is, the white shame, the white person, the leaders, my ancestors chose to do. But America is always about renewing and becoming better. And it breaks my heart to see how we're not doing what we need to be doing, and that's okay. It's part of the process. Part of the process. But yeah, let's get into this. How long has this been already? This can tell me how long I've been. Anyways, I know this has probably been a while, but let's get into this. I hope you're bringing value from this. If not, move on. But I want to get into a video I saw. Okay. So first of all, I woke up this morning feeling just heavy in my heart, feeling depression coming on. I'm like, man, I need to work, because if I get in a depression state, I'm done. I'm gonna be sitting here, and I don't want to be in this state. So I'm praying and pleading. And it's like, well, let's watch some videos about how to sell solar, because solar is kicking my trash right now. So I come across this video, and I want to dissect it with you, and I want to share a few things. And I made a response, and this response lifted my soul, and it brought this passion, this love and beauty. And all I can say is God is good. His love came into my heart. I am back alive. I'm ready. I'm ready to sell. I'm ready to go out there, offer this to the world, ready to prospect, ready to discover people, share what I have to offer, show them how this thing can benefit them, help them educate, help them see that this is a good benefit for them, and then close some sales. I got 6 or 7 on my pipeline. I'm probably going to start calling those guys, and I'm going to go out there. And I thought of something, because I'm afraid they're going to say no. They say no, then I'm done. No. In relationships, that's different. How many times has your spouse told you no? How many times have your parents told you no as a kid, and you said, you know what? I'm going to try again. Okay. Now, here's the thing, though, okay? Now, I guess this is the dichotomy I'm trying to figure out. Help me understand this if you guys have any ideas. So someone tells me no. The part of me that's like Mr. Permission Sales, Mr. Invitation, they said no, I walk away. Fair enough, I will walk away. But is that in their best interest? Maybe not. Maybe they say no. So, that's where the whole rebuttaling stuff, that's where you have to have that energy of love and their best interest in place. So the response is going to be, okay, why no? And I guess I'm going to navigate that, and I'll probably vlog about this later as I learn, because I know once I break that barrier, a really wise friend of mine said, you focus on the value. So I'm going to keep on focusing on value. Maybe they can't afford it, obviously, if someone says no, if someone can't afford it, they can't afford it, and that's where I think it's okay to help people get into debt to purchase these things if it makes sense. I'm not putting someone into jeopardy, and that's just dumb. But I'm not afraid to approach that, especially because I talk to business owners, and it's a return on investment. And the business is a lot different than personal. The cool thing about solar, though, is that with personal, you can lower someone's cash flow. So it is a business. It's a positive cash flow experience, which is what I love about solar. Also, it's independence, so they're off the grid, so they're in a better spot. And I work with a company that offers the best deals on the planet. The company is not a salesperson, not an aggressive salesperson, which we'll see in this video. I'm going to critique this video. We'll see aggressive stuff, which we've got to let it go. Salespeople, you are killing us. You are killing the industry. You are killing everyone. If we aren't careful, the left is going to ban sales. If we continue with our disrespect and our blatant manipulation, disrespect, and disgust for our customers, the way we handle them, especially people that say no, we are going to destroy the whole door-to-door sales industry, and we're going to lose the opportunity to even knock at a single door. Is that what you want? There's also other ways to sell, of course. You can sell online, you can do stuff. But if you're a door-to-door salesperson, is that what you freaking want? You want the world to say, you know what? You want Joe Biden to come out. You want a leftist to come out and say, you know what? This is hurting the consumer. Ban. No more door-to-door sales. I mean, look what happened to telemarketing. They freaking destroyed telemarketing. It's a lot easier than door-to-door sales. You can sit there and just talk to people, and you can build a relationship over the phone that way. Well, we've destroyed it with all the freaking scams and lies. Now we got India calling all the time, trying to lie and scare people. Is that what we want? Is that really the world we want, guys? And you know why this happens? Because let's get ours. We forget the simple point of relationships. That you take care of someone else and the money comes. My job as a business person, my job as a salesperson, is to help other people. And that's it. And as I help other people, value gets discovered. So I discover, invite, and I don't know. Still putting this all together, but that's discover, invite, and then close. I guess I'm still working on the closing part of it, right? So, okay, let's get into this. This is a solar. Let's see here. The camera's a little. Solar door-to-door sales tips. Solar sales tips. This is from a video. Now, I don't want to be too critical on these guys, but I want to see if you can pick out some of the aggressive sales, the old methods. Like, let's see, we're talking about slavery. Slavery is such an offensive word nowadays. Let's imagine it's the 1850s, and we're starting to explore the slavery topic. We have the abolitionists, and we have the hardcore, slave owners arguing about, the inequality of races, the superiority of races. The abolitionists arguing about, basic human rights. Let's talk about aggressive sales. I think aggressive sales can fit into that category right now. So let's dig into this. All right, here we go. Solar door-to-door sales tips. Solar sales tips.
Are you sick of not hitting the numbers you're supposed to hit, making the money you want to make?
Yeah.
Door-to-door is a professional collaboration to up-level and bring honor and dignity to direct sales.
That sounds awesome. Let's see what this is all about.
I could train all day on how to sell, but watching Spencer, he's only been here a short amount of time. Your salesmanship, you get the point.
Wish the sound was a little bit better, but that's okay.
And that line you used, was that halfway through the consultation after he was being?
I want to speak through this a little bit. This part is. We'll put this up here. We're going to speak through this a little bit.
Then acknowledging that you are the teacher, and then putting themselves into the student role.
Yeah, normally I do that in my pre-frame.
So that sounds pretty cool. Make yourself a teacher. You're an educator. I like that. Let's get to this because it's kind of.
I like the polka dot one. Pretty solid.
Okay, here we go.
It's a conversation starter, dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because the second they look down, they're like, dude.
Having fun, positive attitude. That's okay. Yeah. Where is the respect for customers? Oh, wow. Hold on. Hold on. Whoa. You guys see that? So I can back up a little bit. Now, much respect to whoever this person is. I'm going to obviously put this as a response to you. And I get it. I get in these attitudes. And you're in a positive place. You're you look at that. You can see that look in his eyes. He's, yo, man, I got this. But look at this, though. I want you to see this. This is the impression I got from it. It's the pride, okay? I had a friend tell me it's the douchiness. Door-to-door, douchey door-to-door people, okay? This is just the image you brought off here in this point. This is the feeling I get from it.
Because the second they look down, they're like, dude, your socks. You're like, I know.
People aren't going to want to come out to the
Look
meeting.
at that look right there. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, look at me. I'm so handsome. I'm piercing. Okay. Is that humble? Is that respectful? I don't know. We want to be confident in ourselves. So yeah, that's fair. Let's see what else we got here.
How's another way we can break their pattern?
Talk about the rain. Feel like it's like mystifying. You're like, you want us to mystify your house? I don't know. Just kidding. No sense. But just be.
Having fun, being playful. Yeah, it's important. Important. I agree with the positive stuff. Yeah, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta be out there having fun, being playful.
Different. Like use it as a conversation starter. So I like just the pattern, just like, hey man, obviously we wouldn't be wasting our time out in the rain if we didn't have something legit.
Yeah, I like that.
Look at that.
It's fair.
We got him out here selling solar Wednesday.
Yeah, I used to sell security systems. A little context there. A lot of security companies, door-to-door security sales, key people now are getting into solar. There's another opportunity. It's another another sales opportunity.
So roofs Friday.
Selling
More
roofs.
solar on Rhode Island. See what these guys got to say. A lot of people ask like, what do you do with doorbell cameras? You know, like do you knock up? Like a lot of times I won't even knock the doorbell cam. I'll just like knock. They can't really. They don't think to go to their phone and be like, who is it? You know, they have to come to the door.
Okay, did you hear that, guys? Now this is where I'm gonna be critical. That was disrespect. Disrespect.
Knock it.
Yeah. Oh, pause it. So, Mr. Whoever is sharing this, I think that's the wrong way to do it. That's disrespectful. Disrespectful. Let me get this. I'm gonna get even bigger here. I'm trying to get bigger now. Anyways, that's disrespectful. So I invite this other way to approach it. How about you press that doorbell camera and you sit there and you patiently wait for him. You put your hands together, clasped in a professional manner, so you're not dominating. You're just professional. There's a reason why, we're taught, whatever's professional. You don't want to come across like some douchey salesman, but you also don't want to come across like some timid, scared person. Maybe you're timid inside. Of course, that happens. Maybe you're being douchey inside, professionally. Now, press that doorbell and sit there and go. Maybe they come to the thing. Hey, what is it? Oh, hello, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity to answer this. I'd like to talk to you. Do you have a few minutes? I'm really busy right now. Okay, I understand. May it be okay if I come back another time? May it be okay? No, I'm not really interested. Okay, thank you. Move on. Or they might say, yeah, come back later. And then say they're not really interested. Move on. Come back. If you want to stay in the neighborhood, come back. Come back a half hour, an hour later. Oh, hello, ma'am. I know you said you're not interested. However, I hope you had more opportunity to talk right now. There's something I really want to share with you. Is that okay? Permission. You kind of just be permission based, and invite them to give an answer. Okay, so you can still be assertive. You know what I mean? You can still do those things, but the idea of this whole idea I'm not even going to press that doorbell. I'm not even going to press that doorbell because there's a great because this is what's really going on. And correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, he's probably going to say no because I can't get in their face. I can't dominate them. I can't be more influential to them, and so they're going to tell me no faster. That may be true. But is that being respectful? I argue no. Why not just press the doorbell, get through the pitch fast? Hey, ma'am, really great to meet you. Let's see what would be the pitch. I'm not sure. Let's think for a second. Let's see. I haven't done a lot of door knocking. I've been doing the business stuff. Basically, the way I would pitch it is, I talk about the savings. I talk about the positive. I'd probably say, hey, ma'am, have you heard about solar? And of course, they might say, oh yeah, I hate those guys because some douche guy came to my house and pushed me and dominated his whole way into my life. Wouldn't listen to me in my space. So be respectful, and actually they might listen. So hey, ma'am, I'm here to discuss solar with you. Do you have a few minutes? Or offer offer to set up an appointment. Hey, I'd like to have an opportunity to share solar with you. It's a great value. Have you heard about it? Do a discover question. Then they would say, then they say no. Great, you never heard about it. Well, great. I'd like to set up a time to be able to talk with you. When's a good time to talk? Or get a little more assertive if you want. Oh, great. Do you have a few minutes? I can share this with you. I'm kind of busy right now. Okay, may I come back in an hour? When's a good time to come back? Set appointment. Introduction. Set appointment. You know what I mean? It's that simple. If they say no, you move on. 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 You move on until you find the person that wants it. It's that simple. And you can still come back and you can still be more assertive about it. I guess the point I'm trying to make here is don't be disrespectful intentionally. Because this is why I want to argue there. Let's say you come back and they did tell you no. I would say you come back because it is a good value. They told you no. Why they tell you no? Because they don't know who you are. They don't have any trust in you. And so now you're coming back for another opportunity to share with them and hopefully to build some trust and some rapport. I personally would just keep moving on. But if you have a small area you have to talk to, then come back and try to rebuild the trust. You're building a relationship, guys. It's the relationship. So there we go. So yeah, be respectful of the technology they have and sell with the technology. Are you confident enough in yourself that you can sell voice to voice, or do you have to be in the face? You know what I'm saying? Sell however the technology offers. Sell via email, sell via voice, sell via phone call, sell via make you a better salesman, makes you tougher. Okay, so let's move forward.
Love it. A lot of people ask, like, where do you stand, right? So I'm the type, it's like, the door opens here, this way. I'm going to stand here, but then they got the storm door. So what do you do?
Here comes the tactics.
Like when they don't open that storm?
Now, tactics are good. I get tactics. I'm not saying tactics are bad. But where's the respect? Why aren't we talking about respect? Respect. Let's talk about respecting customers. This is where you guys are failing. And I think we need to emphasize it so much. This is destroying our country. This is destroying our profession. Respect.
Your first 30 seconds, I don't know if you paid attention, but I'm always trying to point out something I can relate to. I'm like, hey, I noticed your little thing. It's like, look at this cool wreath. Did you leave that up from Easter? Or, I pay attention to the flags. This is probably an older person. There's a lot of older people in this neighborhood. They do their yard. They're well trimmed. So I'm kind of prepping myself for like older person mode, right? What are the jokes the older people like? Like that.
So he's trying to diffuse the situation and trying to open them up. Now I'm critical of this. I'm not saying to build rapport, but yeah, I don't like that. Let's get to the point. Maybe introduction. So I love the word introduction. And honestly, I did some research on emails. One of the most open emails is introduction. Why? Because we naturally want to know who someone is. So introduction. Let's offer some introduction. Hi, I'd like to introduce myself and share with you who I am. Maybe tell your story. Maybe share a little bit of a story about yourself. Introduction. Hi, I'd like to introduce myself and tell you who I am. Crack some jokes. Is that okay? Crack some jokes, make it light. So maybe you can even say this. So I would say focus on the introduction and invite. So think keywords, introduction, and invite. Of course, for me, well, each place is different, and I'm still learning how to close here, so I haven't quite cracked the code. But this is the key: introduce and invite. So invitation for introduction. So hi, me. Hi, hey, I am the. So maybe this could be something I can do kind of funny. Hi, my name is the Ron, and I'm so thankful that she answered the door. So let's put that in our gratitude. Thank you so much for answering the door. Let's see, how would I say that? I'm already feeling like nervous. Not a lot of experience with this. Because I'll probably get rejected, and that's okay. But there's people that won't reject you, and that's the main thing, is find a person that will will be entertained by me. There's the person that will not. Maybe they're in a bad mood, and so forth. So let's see. Let's think here. This is good stuff. This helped me because I got to go out there. I'm gonna close the sale today. I'm hoping some prospecting. So let's see. How am I gonna pitch this? If I was going door to door, well, I'd just be professional and be like, "Hello, ma'am. My name is Zaharan. Thank you so much for answering the door. I'm sharing solar in the neighborhood. Have you heard about it?" That's actually probably where I would go. And then I would gauge the response. Oh yeah, that's solar. I'm not interested in it. And then I would work on the rebuttal there. And I'd probably crack a joke there or something. You're not interested? Oh, I understand. I wasn't interested too when I first heard about it. I was like, oh great, here we go. Here's another thing. And then I'd probably do some sort of diffusing. So let's see how can we win? Let's pretend role play. Oh, I'm not interested in that. I was not interested in this thing before as well when I first heard about it. It's like solar. Here we go. Here's another way to take advantage. Well, I wouldn't say that. Solar. Here we go. Here's another door-to-door sales approach. Here's another door-to-door sales product to annoy and tick off people. All right. Maybe they'll crack a smile. Maybe they fold their arms. Get to the point. And let's see. And I'd be like, let's see, some good stuff. Well, sir, I'd love to get to the point. Is it okay if I share my message with you? Something that sets us apart from anybody else is we actually have the best price in town, and we actually want to take care of you, make sure it's a good fit for you. Would it be okay to ask you a few qualifying questions? Just imagine that grumpy old man, Shoot! All right, sir, is your power bill over $75 a month? Yeah, it is. Okay, great. Are you planning on living here for more than 5 years? Yeah, I am. Okay, great, sir. Well, I think it would definitely benefit you to be able to receive a quote from solar because we can save you money on your power bill. We can actually reduce your monthly payment towards your power bill. Would it be okay to get you a quote? And then I let the energy flow. Maybe it's kind of like maybe the energy because I can tell he's thinking. Maybe he's starting to think. Would it be okay, sir? Would it be okay? I think it'd definitely be worth your time. I'd put value in there somehow. Show love, show sincerity. I'm trying to help you. I'm consciously thinking that at that moment. I'm just trying to help this person. I want to help you. I want you to get the best savings you possibly can on your power bill. And this stuff is killer. Also, not only is it going to save you money, but it's also getting you independence. You don't have to deal with the power company. Let's say that the whole America breaks down, which freaking kind of is, it's kind of getting scary out there. But wouldn't it be great to not have to worry about if someone shuts off all the power, you still have something there? We could talk about battery options if you're interested in that. There's great incentives from the power companies. You're like, yeah, I guess it's okay. Okay, great, sir. So if it's okay, can I get a copy of your power bill? I probably wouldn't say, obviously I'd flow it. You should build a relationship. Sometimes relationships are great. Give me a copy of the power bill. Or sometimes it's my person. I'm more of a water person. I can also be very passionate and very confident. But so that's how you know yourself. So you see what I'm saying here, guys? See how I kind of just put the pitch together? And it's a flow by flow basis, it's a moment by moment basis. Then I get the power bill, get it done. Now the way I sell, I don't know how these guys probably have some different techniques. They probably go around and anyways, I used to sell solar or sell security systems door to door. So I know the whole technique about how to get in their house. When you get in their house, you're gonna be more welcoming. Show them where you're gonna put the contacts and stuff. So there's kind of those techniques as well. But really, man, I am all about introduction and invitation because when I sell that way, I built this like I sold my soul, man. I built this like selling on my soul, and I think we got to be careful because this is an honorable and dignitable profession, and all you do is just invite and present value, and people see the value. Then they buy. They're not going to buy because I walked in their house and I forced myself in their house. They're not going to buy because I'm disrespectful. Oh, well, I was disrespectful and they ended up buying anyways. Oh, really? How about you not be disrespectful when they buy, you know? How about you be polite and courteous and kind, have empathy and be respectful, and and then you win. You know what I mean? And then we all get to win. We actually have an enjoyable experience. Then we can knock on the door, and people aren't going to be so mean to us because they're not so full of douchey people. We need to talk about this stuff more in the solar industry, or just in the sales, door-to-door sales industry, guys. Or the leftists are going to, Joe Biden's going to kick us out forever. Okay, let's move along here.
That last one, it was like, is it your dog or you that hate door-to-door people more? Like,
There you
she
go.
laughs and it
Yeah.
lightens them up. So just make sure you're doing things to
Yeah. There you
lighten
go.
the mood, because if you're that dry door-to-door guy,
You can crack some jokes there. I do say be professional. Don't just be respectful, man. Just be respectful, and you embrace all the technologies. Be a man. Be an adult. I say be a man because I'm sexist. Be an adult. Be mature. Be professional, and present every method possible. Don't just get into one way, because nothing sucks more than to be like some guy. Oh, I can only sell face to face. I can't talk to someone on email. They'll just tell me no. No, you can sell through emails. It's a different game. You just gotta learn it. And the point I'm saying is, when you're core, you're trying to help people. You bring that energy out into the universe. It comes back. You know what I'm saying? And you get to live in a beautiful place where you can sell 24/7. You're full of love and energy and happiness. And you're not like a lot of these guys seem to do. You're out there drinking your life away because you've lost your soul. So you got to party up because you're escaping from the truth that you're a freaking douchebag. Now, whoever this person is, I'm not saying you're a douchebag. You'd have that douchey look in your face, which is fair. I used to be a douchebag. We get in those places. But this is leveling up. This is the person that builds a $1 billion business that lasts for the generations because they create real value and they really help people and they create a system that does that. You know what I mean? So, anyways, moving on.
you're just the same guy as everybody else. So just don't be that same guy. You know what I mean? People
Yeah.
are like, oh, I couldn't.
Yeah, that's why don't be the douchey guy because so many people are. Just be like, considerate, respectful, and invitational, professional. Find you and do you, but make sure you're being professional, not some skater kid. Yo, man, you want some solar, bro? I'm gonna kill you. It's gonna be killer. Yeah, just don't worry about it. Don't be that person. Be a professional person. Have respect and self dignity in yourself. Be neutral, professional, and Okay, moving on.
Knock in the rain. Put a coat on, you dink.
Yeah, it's very true.
You got this it's weird. They got like a front porch.
Just get to work.
Sidewalk.
Get to work. Yeah, I do respect that.
Where do you walk off to? Oh, shoot, it's muddy. It's a nice little.
Yeah, that's life.
You're gonna go close this one?
It's always good to look around different things and minimize negative energy, which is what he's doing. I think he's doing a great job of that. These guys are staying positive. Positivity is very important. We have our different ways of doing that, so I do respect that. Now, one thing I want to say is be open and honest with yourself. You're having a bad time. Like sometimes I'll go out there and I'll be trying to minimize negative energy, but inside I'm just like terrified. That's okay. Take a break. Take a freaking break. Breathe. Learn about yourself. Learn. Do some sales affirmations. You're just trying to help people. Watch videos. Blog about it. And I'm feeling some. I woke up this morning, I felt anxiety. And I get to share a vlog about this, and by the good grace of God, in my opinion, I've been able to He's been able to get me out of that depression. Thank you, Jesus.
Let's do it. Dude, these are nice houses. You gotta deal with the dog. Use that as your icebreaker. Then when you knock, you ring the doorbell first, but don't assume the doorbells work. You always gotta knock after. So if they're
Nice tip, yeah.
Their dog is technically their doorbell right now, but now you got a gatekeeper. Watch this. Watch how I handle the kid. If the kid just answers,
This is disappointing.
just go grab her. I know she's home. Just go grab her. It's important. It's really important. It's about the utility and the light bill. It's super important. Go grab her.
To watch how I handle this kid. Come on, man. Really? No disrespect, man, but I think that's sad. You're like treating that kid like some object. That kid's trying to protect his mom and his dad from an aggressive person. I know he's home. Come on, just go grab her. What could be a better way to do that? Hello, how are you doing? Hey, may I speak with your parents, please? They're not here right now. Hmm. I'm wondering how to respond to that. They say they're not there right now, and you know they're there. Yeah, I mean, I just move on. Because I'm self-employed, I get to knock everywhere I want. I just move on, go to the next one. So I actually talk to the person. I come back, maybe come back in a half hour. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go through the neighborhood and keep coming back and forth, and still be respectful to what people are saying. They're there. The kid said no, so they're not there, and they'll say maybe they say, hey, I really respect that you said they're not there right now. I know you're wanting to protect your mom, and maybe your mom told you to say that. I really respect that. But however, I would like to, if it's okay, I'd like to have an opportunity to present to her something that can really be of great value to her, or set up a time where I can talk to her, where she's not as busy. Would that be okay? Ooh, yeah! I gotta write that one down. See what that just did? You acknowledge the child's. You know what that kid goes, kid's gonna freaking love you. Whoa, this guy's cool. He's not one of them douchey salespeople. You write that down. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's powerful. Okay. I respect that you are telling me that your mom's not home. You want to protect her, or maybe she told you to say told you to say as much, and I respect that. This is why the word respect is so important, guys. Respect. You got kindness, which is the loving side, and you got the respect for the defensive side. Respect people's boundaries. Respect is one of the most powerful words out there. Respect and may. Such powerful words that we forget about. And if you learn those two words, you go from being an aggressive douchebag to being an assertive, kind, humble, meek person that everybody's going to love and want to learn more about. And you stand out. You guys talk about standing out? Oh boy, you will stand out. Text her, or maybe she told you to say as much, and I respect that. If it is okay, I would like to present an opportunity to her that will save her money, etc. To see if it's a good fit. That way, you're allowing them to make the choice. See if it's a good fit. If any reason she tells me no, I will walk away. You're respecting her time. Maybe not. I don't need to tell the kid that, but let it flow out. And then end it with, is that okay? Or may May I talk to her? You know, however the flow goes, especially when you're in a positive place, it'll just kind of flow out. None of this. How am I handling a kid? I'm Mr. Cocky. You know, I'm Mr. Douche. Come on, man. You're not douche. You're a kind, humble child of God. You are a servant. You are providing a service for these people, and you are being respectful. You're building trust in the most beautiful way possible, not dominating. Aggressive sales brings aggressive customers. And then you wonder about why everybody's wanting to cancel and why Joe Biden's going to shut down the solar industry, shut down the door-to-door industry. I should say, not solar. He loves solar. We're in a great spot right now. He's shutting down the other stuff. Which, in my opinion, I mean, it is what it is. You know, but we are building an awesome industry, man. Back in the old days, man, back in the 50s, the 40s, you know, maybe I'm being nostalgic here, but I think door-to-door salesmen weren't such douches. They were professional people. They wore their tie. They came over. Hello, man. May I present this to you? Of course, they had to be aggressive to some degree, but they weren't aggressive. The word aggressive probably didn't really exist. I don't know. I'll have to research it, but because you're selling something of value. They buy because you connect with them. You don't need to be pushy, this douchey, pushy person. Ever since we started smoking all that weed in the 60s, everybody started becoming douchebags, you know? I don't know. I mean, it's been around forever. I'm a Gen Xer. I was born in 76. So, you know, I have to ask my parents and grandparents how the sales was back in the day. I suspect people, you know, generally people were kinder to each other. They weren't so money focused. They actually had relationships. They actually had families. You know, we had a better respect. We were raised a little better. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Man, I love that. I'm going to have to get this down. You know, I respect that you're telling me that your mom's not home. You want to protect her. Maybe she told you to say this as much. And I really respect that. It is okay. I would like to present an opportunity to her that will give her a lot of value. Just want to see if this is a good fit for her. Would that be okay if I talked to her for a couple minutes? No, it wouldn't be okay, Mr. Salesman. Okay, great. I understand that. But can you please ask her that? Because this opportunity can really help her and help you and help your family so that you have more money on the table so your mom may be able to buy you more toys. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? What? More toys? I'll be right back, Mr. Salesman. You know what I mean? And then when the mom comes down, you can make a joke of it, you know? Hey, thanks so much. Gratitude. Thanks so much for taking the opportunity to talk to me. I really appreciate it. So I'm a solar salesman. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm a solar salesman. I like to have an opportunity to present to you, to share with you the benefits of solar. Have you ever heard of solar before? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have heard of that solar. Then one guy came over here and punched my grandpa in the face, so I hate solar's people. Oh my gosh, that's terrible, ma'am. I totally understand that. That sucks. Well, what I love about myself is that I'm actually a respectful person, and I do the permission sales. I invite people, and I see if something's a good fit or not, and if it is, we move on. If not, we shut down. So is it okay if I share this with you, and if you see if it's a fit or not? Yeah, let's see what you got, young man. Okay, or, you know, for me it'd be like probably old man. Great. Let me ask a few qualifying questions. You pay over $75. Actually, I probably would ask rather than do that. I might just say, how much do you pay for your power bill? Because now they're more open, and you want to get them to talk more. How much do you pay for your power bill on a month average? You know, you're building a relationship. You're building rapport. You know, you're actually connecting. And then, you know, they say what they say. Oh, great! Wow. Well, you really could benefit from this. Now, another question for you: are you planning on moving anytime soon? Probably have them share a little bit of their background, because now they're open. They're listening to me. We're creating it. I'm creating, and the biggest freaking thing here is I just knocked down the window. Who cares if they buy? Yeah, you want them to buy, obviously, but you want to build. You want to be a good person. And that's the most beautiful part of being a salesperson, just being a person in general, is you want to have a great experience for them. You want them to have a great experience. You want to have a great experience. You want to learn about somebody. They're interesting. and they will buy from you unless they don't have any money or it's not a good fit. But if they don't have any money, the good thing about sales, as long as they can qualify, they will buy. You know what I mean? As long as we can get them a loan or whatever. So it's freaking awesome. So there you go, guys. Boom. Permission-based sales. Respect-based sales. F, aggressive. Respect and requesting permission. Okay, let's continue on.
Straight up trained assassin. See, he tried to get me. I don't lose.
I don't lose.
Country not.
I don't lose. Well, that's so respectful. That's so me. No offense, man, but come on.
There's some
Be more mature than that.
So these are really
Wow. There's the truth that's going on in that guy's head. There's the truth going on in that guy's head. I don't lose. Oh, come on, man. You know you don't lose. You don't lose. You're a child of God. You're a winner. You don't need to be, you know. I mean, I get it. I respect that. I respect it. I totally get it. I've been there. You're knocking those doors and it's just like, ugh. You know, you're not in the zone. You can't seem to get anybody in there. Don't push. That's bully. That's aggressive. I'm a bully. That's like the boy on the playground going, I don't lose. Look, I pushed through. You know what I mean? How about you like make friends with the person? Come on, man. No disrespect here, but come on. This is the sales. You know, what happened? Did I flip it or something? Look at that face, man. Come on, buddy. Kind, gentle, humble, gratitude. Okay, moving on. Don't mean to be so critical, but it's just, you know, it's all good, man. He's the way you're raised. No bad student, only bad teacher. You know? No, I get it. I was the same way.
I don't. You know what I could do is help you out with the eco beam. We do an energy audit where we'll check.
Hope you can make sure that person gave you permission to film. Be respectful, you know, to put on YouTube.
And one thing is the eco-bee, which has little sensors you can put in different rooms. So you put one in the basement, one in the main. So it's measuring the temperature in all sorts of areas. Okay. So it's not just like that one spot where it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So there's some cool solutions that we kind of come help you with. Fun little.
So that's pretty cool. You start showing some value.
Little tip on area management that I've been experimenting with. So you've got like. And it's been interesting. I just did a podcast with Bryce Jones. You'll see it in a minute. But basically talk about like peppering your area in solar. So let's say you have a neighborhood where you go get a sale. Well, then you get like 1 or 2 sales on that street, and then you leave it. Once you've sold 1 or 2 deals, leave that street. Don't knock any more doors on that street. And then what you end up doing is you end up waiting till that deal gets installed. And then going back, you know, those 2 deals get installed, then going back.
I like that.
And, you know, maybe sell 3 or 4 more on that street and then kind of leave.
Yeah, I like that. Because people are naturally, behavior people, they're naturally, someone gets it, everybody else wants to get it. So that's pretty smart. It's a good strategy. Good strategy.
Leave it alone for a minute and then go back in a month or 2 once those are installed. So you've kind of played this game of like, knock a couple doors here.
Yeah, I think that's really solid because you're building a relationship. You're becoming the guy in town. And here's the beautiful thing about effing relationship sales. You built that rapport with these guys, and you're a salesman. So, you know, you can keep selling them and selling them. Keep their information. Give them birthday cards. You know, any very professional salesman will tell you this. I know these door-to-door people, it's one of the problems is the guys just knock for the summer and then they go home and whatever. And actually, I work with Mick Smart, my best friend, and he's been doing door-to-door sales for like 15 years. Clifford Cockrell, Mick Smart, he actually fulfills that niche because a lot of these guys, they knock the doors and then they, you know, they're so aggressive and douchey. They get the sale, they're everybody's best friend, but once the sale's done, then they're just like, you know, peace out. I made my money, and the customer's left stuck because they don't really focus on the you know, the actual continuing the relationship. So Cliff gets to come in. He actually builds a company where he does a lot of just those takeovers. It's really easy. He just comes in, provides a solution. And so, anyways, So yeah, actually, we're actually looking for people. If you're interested in starting your own company, a lot of you guys out there that see this stuff like to start your own little business. We're actually doing a little like brokerage with it, and we can teach you all these techniques, get you stuff in your own territory. And the idea is that we help you build a territory where you live, where you permanently are at, and that way you're there and you actually get rapport with all these people all around you. And I was a little tangent I went on there, but at the same time, let me reel it back in. Wait, there you go. I'm looking at myself in that thing. So, anyways, oh gosh, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Ooh. Yeah. No, what I was saying is, oh yeah, so you have this relationship, so you can sell other things. Like I'm a broker. I discovered that. I do real estate deals. I do solar. I do cell phone repair. That's where I built my first successful company. Did 1.5 million in a cell phone repair company. Okay, yeah, I shared that earlier here today, didn't I? So, yeah, very successful company. Let's see what else. What else do I do? I do a health and wellness. I do backward washing. So I do coaching. I do business consulting. Very passionate about helping people. I've done that. I've literally freed myself from my business in 3 years. Didn't have to work anymore. Could do whatever the heck I wanted. I was done. You know. So, yeah. Anyways, we can offer that stuff for you guys. We can offer that financial freedom and that good life, that life of freedom, and the ability to make lots of money and be able to do the things you desire to do and make money the right way without selling your soul. Okay, moving on. Remember, guys, if that's enough for you. You can shut this off at any time. But let's see what else we got here.
And then kind of circle back around, and you really go slow through your neighborhood.
I'm gonna find who this person is. I'm gonna connect with them, and I'm gonna talk to them.
But you know how to like really.
Another thing I want to talk about.
So there's
another thing I want to talk about, guys, is like usually the internet has two purposes: learn and to connect. So I'm being critical about this guy's thing. He happened to be on my radar. And this experience has helped me to transform myself. So I'm able to go out there. I know I'm going to be doing well today. Hopefully we'll close a sale or two. I got that energy about me, so it's coming, you know. And anyways, I'm going to connect with this person because I really do appreciate him. And I'm learning a lot from him. I think because he definitely is closing, and I struggle with that. And hopefully, whoever you are, Mr. Sir, if you're watching this, hope this is bringing you some value. You know, the idea of respect. So important. It's so important to teach that, man. Like, guys, seriously, so important.
The element of your capacity to be the entertainer comboed with the sell. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where your personality isn't so much entertainer, that means you need to be much more bulldog. So, like, your selling style has to be a little bit more like, I'm the authority, I'll move it as a...
This is what I'm so passionate about, guys, is you need to know your story and live it, know who you are, and you share your story. Stories are so powerful. He even talked about this, how powerful stories are. Stories are extremely powerful. So that's people are attracted to that. And then just make sure, one thing I think he's missing is the respect side, respect the customer.
Move it, you'll listen to me because I can catch your attention through my authority. Where me, I'm like, I can drag them out a little longer because it's like, I'm the comedian, and like, you're gonna encore me just because you enjoy the conversation.
I know. Right?
Does that make sense? Where they weren't like sitting there like, ooh, like, ha, ha. You know, there wasn't this natural, like, I'm having so much fun, but that's totally fine. Which is totally fine. Like,
Yeah,
be
you
you,
provide
don't try
value.
to pretend to be me.
Yeah, see, that's why you got to keep the principles simple. Keep going back to those. Providing value, you're helping someone, and just discovering if it's a good fit, and helping them, educating them, helping them realize it is a good fit for them. You know, especially if they qualify, then it's definitely a good fit. You know, and that's it. And if it's not a good fit, then you move on. You don't want to waste their time. You don't want to waste your time. You know, I mean, provide value, thank them for their time, provide gratitude, provide value, positive experience, and move on.
I draw this line. I'm like, okay, so you have a friend zone, and then like the deal zone, like too salesy, and then there's a line in the middle, right? You want to ride the line in the middle. You never want to go too far on the friend zone. Like, I'm here to do business, and
Right.
you need to be the guy to do
Agreed.
business.
Agreed.
Yeah, I care about your life and your kids, but at the end of the day, I'm never going to talk to you again. So it's like, which group would you be part of?
Oh, fail! I'm never gonna talk to you again. Oh, come on, man. You want to keep on talking to new people every single day? No. Relationships. Get their information. Talk to them again. Send them Christmas cards. Then we got a new product that comes in town. You can sell them that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta really do it. The follow-up is so important, and it makes life so easy. That's how you retire. I know a guy. Oh, I forget what his name is, but he is so powerful. He's actually teaching me. I struggled with follow-up for a very long time. So recently, the Lord revealed to me. I believe the Lord literally revealed it to me, like, oh, this is what I'm doing wrong. Because like, follow-up. Oh, thank you. So I reached out to him. And he says that, yeah, he has a shoebox and he has everybody's information there. He puts one unique thing about that person, and he started out selling like water filtration systems door to door. And then he had those people. Then he started getting the car sales. He had like 2 or 3 car lots. He just made millions of dollars with his car sales. And they said, yeah, you just have them there like for 90 days. I see who it is. And that day I pull up my shoebox. I got 30 people. Email, hey man, how's it going? How's your dog doing? Maybe he sends out a card. Maybe he sends out a gift card because whatever. How cool is that? Don't you want to live a life like that if you're a professional salesman? Don't you want to live a life like that? Boom, relationship sales. Do it. Do it. Also, it's like, oh, you're singing with the choirs all the time. And you're loving life.
Be more the one that's like, yeah, the future of technology, or the one that's like, ooh, these things are the ugliest things on the planet. And you kind of like, almost like qualified them, which I thought was a kind of a cool way. I sped up my sell by picking the important pieces of my sell, and I fluffed. I took the fluff out. And there's pieces that I'm like, I don't need to spend 10 minutes on my pre-frame. I could spend 4 minutes on my pre-frame and still accomplish the same thing. Okay. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And then I can use that 6 minutes longer in my close, which is probably more, you know what I mean? If you could have had another 5 to 10 minutes in there, that's a deal. Mm. But you wasted that 5 to 10 minutes in fluff somewhere else. See what I mean? See that. They only had a tolerance of this much time.
That's good. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm gonna waste that time with some fluff and some.
Oh, that's a good point.
And so the overlord would.
Thank you. I actually need to work on that. Spend more time on the closing. Yeah, because that's a really good point. Thank you so much, sir. No, I was being critical. I respectfully, just being respectful there. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I do need to work on it because I do tend to like, I'm more on the one side of it. You're right. People only have so much time, so you want to get in there, you want to get that closed, and start really motivating them and helping them, break down those barriers. Something that Cliff taught me, because Cliff's a heck of a closer. That's why I make such a good team. We're such opposite personalities, and we're both professional and good people, of course. But yeah, we really complement each other. And Cliff was teaching me that. He's saying that you got to get in there, and some people need someone to hold them by the hand and help them make the deal. So there's so many times where he's kind of been a little forceful. Forceful is the right word. That's kind of outside looking in, but he is being more assertive, I guess, and helping the person realize. And that's where you built that trust and that relationship with the person. And that's when this is actually going to help this person. It's going to work for him, and he can get a little. He just makes it happen for him. And I guess I'm still navigating that, learning where I fit in that pattern. But he says so many times he'll do this, and the person will be like, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much for getting this for me. You helped me so much." I was on the fence. He sells to a lot of older people. He just really connects with the older people. And sometimes they're just scared and nervous. Cliff has that very confident and just. That's what I love about my partner. Mixmart, MICCSMART.com. Check him out. Anyways, yeah, if you guys want to learn more about this, shoot out an email, shoot me a text, leave a comment. Love to share what we're doing and so forth. And yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Would have not been as much of a problem. Maybe.
Exactly. The lady at the end.
I take a long time with people who already know and are already interested in solar.
Those are the people you see.
Then that's easy to do it.
So it's checking for ecology is the word. It's what it means is you're saying, okay, do we get each other? So it's check. It's like, are you following?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Rapport.
Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's you
Trust.
have to check. Are they in check with me? Like,
Yeah.
are you with me?
Cool.
Or are
I like
you
that.
like in the clouds? Like,
Ooh, I like that.
who
Yeah.
knows what we're doing? So think of tone as like a wave, right?
Oh, okay. Oh,
You
yeah,
have
yeah,
moments
yeah.
of like, yeah, enthusiasm. Then you have moments of like, you know what's going on here? Like, it's kind of that curious, like, oh,
Draw you in.
you're like, ah, interesting.
Yeah, it's like a relationship. You're building a relationship, so it's a wave, you know? Yeah, I love that.
Like, tell me more about that. You're like the counselor, and then sometimes like, dude, did you hear about that? Like, let me. And then it's like this,
Mm-hmm.
boom, I'm attacker,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, his personality and my personality are very similar. We're very like, woo, and then we're like, woo. I like that. That's how he flows. And I like that. Yeah, I think I can definitely resonate with this. And I get that. I get the whole douchiness because I used to be that way. You know, I totally get that. And the big piece that was missing from my vocabulary was respect and the word may. So that's what really connects. That's why I'm so passionate about it. So, anyways, moving on.
Okay, yeah. You're right. I wouldn't have ever known that. And you play the dumb counselor questioning, right? So you're playing this roller coaster of tones and emotions. You create a mirror for them as much as they create a mirror for you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
And so we all just kind of like.
You all just
Kinda like deflate it.
everything.
Yeah, you want to be like, they feel comfortable. This is what's so amazing, guys. This is what I love. This is why you need to have a pure heart. And you'll realize this as you get better at sales. At least this is what's been my experience. Is, you know, and also especially as I've been really giving everything I have to Christ, is like, you know, the old devil comes in knocking, going, hey, you know what? You're a pretty powerful guy. You know how to just get whatever you want. This world's your oyster. How about you join my side and I'll get you all sorts of stuff. So you can go straight from like pure empathy to pure sociopath, you know? At least that's been my experience as I've been folding back the layers and learning how to connect with people. And so, you know, kind of scary. Become a great Emperor Palpatine, or you can be, you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there.
Deflated in that whole
deflated.
room.
Yep.
Exactly. Everybody's a deflated balloon in there. You can raise their energetic level by your enthusiasm, energy, and your passion. They automatically.
This is what I argue there. So I argue, well, this is why, you know, you go back to Christian values. When you come to Christ, He gives you love, life, energy. You know, you don't have to actually be Christian to have experiences, but, well, I'll stop myself there. To experience the way a Christian experiences, you do have to be Christian. But I'm just saying, love, life, energy. You don't have to become a Christian. I highly recommend it. You don't have to. Or you can choose the dark way, and then you're just like manipulating, deceiving, and you might get your money, you might get your thing, but you're thinking of them as an object, and dude, that sucks. Don't be like that, man. Let's have a better way.
Want to raise to mirror you.
No, yeah, I understand.
Does that make sense? At DDCon, I have a guy who wrote a book on the power of storytelling, and I purposely went out for this guy to do a keynote because that's
Storytelling.
It's like his whole.
Okay, guys, this is my little plug here. Know your story and live it. Okay, this is what I believe. We are infinite. We've always existed before we were even born. We always exist right now in this moment and in this lifetime, and we will always exist after we die. We have the spark of God in us. We are gods. Now, having said that, there are infinite beings out there, higher and lower than us. You know, I believe that we have a heavenly Father, and we're literally children of Him. That's what I believe. So we come to this earth. Now, first of all, I was like, because I was trying to ascertain what reality is and what truth is and go to my philosophical journey, I was like, whoa, the only truth I know is that I exist and nothing else does. That's the only thing I can relate on. So everything else is just an extension of myself. I am God. I am king of the universe. Woo! Everyone worship me, you know? That's the devil. That's the adversary's way. You're thinking you're cutting yourself off. It's the fruit forgetting its root. Yes, you are infinite and you are, you know, an eternal being, if you will. Maybe not in this lifetime, you can die, but you're still live on some other form, but you're connected. Obviously I have my DNA inside of me. I have my behavior. I have eyeballs. I have a nose that breathes. I see things. I feel things. If I get punched, it's gonna hurt. I have a reaction. So respect the root, and and then the thing is I believe that before we came to this earth, we had a mission. We made certain goals and things that we're gonna do. And when we come down here, we plan on doing that. Just like a sale. So before you go out to do your sales for the day, maybe you sit down with this gentleman here, and he shares a message. Get you pumped up. Hey, what's your goals today? My goal is to do this, this, and this. Okay, how are you gonna do it? Okay, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. Okay, go do it. I believe before we came down to earth, it was like, what's your goals? I'm gonna do this, this, and this. Okay. And then you go out there, and then so we go on through our journey in life. We have to learn how to listen to the still small voice, our heart of hearts, the inner child, and we start to let that out. And as you do that, you explore that, it starts to become very powerfully resonant, and truth starts to come to you. You realize who you are, what your story is, what you're supposed to do, how it plays out, and you start to live that. And then all of a sudden you're in this place of passion. That's why I say follow your passions, follow your bliss, follow your ways to serve. It's not like, oh, I like to go snowboarding. Yeah, I'm a snowboarder. Great, you're a snowboarder. But let's focus on how you're helping others, because that's really the key. I'm not saying you can't snowboard, of course, that's being done, but if you snowboard all day long, you're gonna get bored. You want to have some friends to snowboard with, right? You want to show off your tricks to people, right? You want to be able to progress with someone, and maybe your passion is to help other people learn how to snowboard, and you encourage other people to snowboard, and you get to do tricks together, and you grow and expand people. And what's the value of snowboarding? It's an opportunity to relax, and an opportunity to connect, and have a zen-like moment, and to feel pure and whole. So you have a better relationship with your spouse, a better relationship with your children, with whatever. And of course, if you do snowboarding all the time, it probably gets boring. You want to learn something else. That's part of this life here too, is we can learn. So you get to explore and do different things. So anyways, there we go. Ranty rants here.
Whole books, his whole speeches are all in storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Storytelling.
And that's the
Discover,
emotional certainty that
clarify, live it.
Right.
you need to always
yeah.
be selling. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, always be selling them. Always be
Yeah.
plugs. And you even said, you're like, that's why you'll do solar. I loved it. You used my line. And I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
There's the plug. So it kind of created an objective.
But yeah, I mean, obviously that's that's more assumptive, and I would kind of lean against that. So this is how I recommend closing. I hate being the pushy guy. I've been doing that for years and years and all that. And it's like, I'm assuming, I hate being assumptive. So use the word how when you close. So after you do your presentation, you start to feel they're feeling, oh, so what are you thinking? Oh, it sounds pretty good. Do you see how this can benefit you? Yeah, I do. Oh, how can it benefit you? Then guess what? They close themselves. Well, because of X, Y, Z. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, yeah, great. Well, what? Then you start seeing their concerns come out. Well, I'm a little worried about getting the money figured out. Blah 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 blah. Oh, great. Well, let me help you with that. They navigate you on that path. How does that help you? And then before you know it, they're like, oh yeah, let's sign up. Let's do it. So then you're saying like, oh great. So let's get you signed up. Oops, done. And they're sold flat. They sold themselves. So use the power of the word how. So that's another word. Permission. Let's see what we got. What do we got? Gratitude. I'm gonna write this down because I want to put this into a nice little course, and to help me when I have my down days and just help the industry. So obviously gratitude. Okay, that's a key word. Respect of boundaries. Respect of resistance. Okay, gratitude, respect of boundaries, respect of resistance. Permission. Is it okay? May I? Guys, I challenge you, use the word may like 10 times today and get creative with it, You know I always say, can I go here? Oh no, can you? May you let me in the house, Say it to like your loved one, Just do the permission thing. And watch the dynamic change because you're inviting them. It's a word of invitation. They get to make the choice. You're respecting them. It's a word of respect and invitation instead of like manipulation, like using guilt by saying "can I" or saying "will you." It could be a little too dominant. May is that middle ground because he was talking about how you navigate that ground of like, was it sales and like goofing off. You navigate that energy there. Ride that wave. Okay, anyways, gratitude, respect, a boundary, respect, a resistance, permission, use may, and then what was the last thing? Oh yeah, how. Close with how. So I'm gonna start doing that today. So in the next presentations, because I've been failing with that, I haven't been doing the how as much. I'm just trying to figure out how to present, And anyways, yeah, when I follow up these, I'm say how. So do you see how this can benefit you? Great. How are you seeing this can benefit you? Dang. Do it. Do it. That's to myself. Just do it. Shine the booth. Okay, let's see here. We're about to the end here.
It was unnecessary, but then when you handled it, I was like, boom, like you smoothed that over pretty well because you pulled back. You're like, yeah, and it might not even be a good fit. Solar might not work for you.
Yes.
And you held your cards, which I was
there
like,
you go.
Most people would have caved, not held their cards.
No, it's powerful. Just be honest. I hate the whole takeaway bull crap. I had a guy try to do a takeaway on me. I was like, you know what? That's aggressive. When you take something away, you're causing people to be like, oh, ooh, no. Just be open and honest. Just be open and honest. You think it may not be a good fit? Explain it and explain why. That's it. Let it flow.
My hope was that they'd, like, if they're on the ball, if they're getting everything that I'm saying, I get to the numbers and they're like, wait, it's less than what we're paying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You held your cards out.
So
there you go.
That's what I was hoping for.
Which
provide more value.
That's why I was like, oh, he held his cards, and so that he had the ace. When they're like, wait, it's less, and you're like, that's your ace. That you're like,
Yeah.
boom.
I respect that.
Good. If you like what you saw, there's plenty of more where that came from. Join the tribe and hit the button below.
I like it, but man, we got to get that respect going, bro. That's all I got to say. So, all right. Well, anyways, thanks for that. I'm definitely connecting with you. We got another one coming here.
Hey, what's going
I really like this guy.
on, everyone? It's James here.
I'll talk to him a little bit.
Amazing day.
But we're not going to be critique on him. Yeah, the respect. Let's talk about respect, guys. We need respect. It's failing, losing in our industry. Respect, permission, may I, is that okay? Boom. Then we all can keep on selling, not get shut down by Joe Biden and the extreme left. Or even the extreme right, too. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a blessed day. Slay the day. And the Aharon is out. This is awkward now because I have to shut this thing off. Let's see. Where's my... Remember how to shut this thing off. Oh, here we go. Are you looking at my personal stuff? We go. Oop, that's not how we do it. We go. Guess what? I'm gonna block this out. You aren't gonna see it. Thanks, Wondershare. There we go. It's right there. That button right there. Actually, maybe I will leave this in here because it's different. Quit recorder. Peace, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.